Oh my gosh, what is it? You guys are like,
It's in color now.
is that a payphone? I've never heard of a payphone. I still have those printed out. This is, dude, all of my things look like this.
What's the date on it?
This is actually 12/19/11. And then my emerald one, 12/30/11. Okay, this is how I did it. And I'm going to use a diamond one. Now I don't want you to necessarily like go home and print a diamond sheet and then start filling it out. Okay? Because you do have to go one step at a time. I was an executive. Perfect. Pull out your ruby sheets.
Yeah.
You have it in your folder. So we all start in the exact same place. And every single month, guess what? My volume drops back down to 0, and so does my status. I have to earn back my status every single month. And to me, that's pretty cool, because it means that we're all equal. Right? Now, yes.
Does it freak you out that it starts all over again and you're like, hurry up, when is it going to change? You know what I mean?
No.
Okay, when you're new, it is.
Not anymore. Your organization is so large, you don't really have to worry about it.
Well, it depends if I'm lopsided or not. Struggle's real. So every month you have to go. You mean? All right, never mind. Start over. Like you don't have to, but the way that we start in our business is we start off as a distributor. Next rank is an executive, and what an executive has is they have 2 distributors, and those 2 distributors have 400 GV. GV is short for group volume. Now, I talked about PBV, which is your personal business volume, so like your loyal customers. That number automatically rolls into GV. Okay? Now, any distributor that you have on your team, that goes towards your GV. Their loyal customers goes towards your GV. So anybody on my team, their orders, their distributors, their loyal customers makes up my GV, okay, my group volume. So I need to have 2 distributors that have 400 GV. And the reason that I love the steps of success is because it's simple to teach it. Go get your 4 loyal customers, run your auto shipment, and that is automatically 400 GV. I just gotta tell 2 people that. And now I'm an executive? Freaking sweet. I just promoted. It's that simple. So that's when you call your best friend. This is how pushy I am. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. So I just started this new company, and you're totally gonna do it with me because we're gonna have so much fun, and guess what? I don't wanna do it by myself. She's like, what? What are we doing? I go, I don't know. Yeah.
Let's do it. $99.
I don't know. Come on. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing, but this is going to be awesome. And I don't want to do it by myself. I think a lot of times, like, people are kind of afraid to get into something because it's like, oh, I don't know what we're doing. You know, a lot of other party plans, I think, it's kind of like, sign up now. Go do a bunch of parties, have a good time. That's what happened to me, and I was out doing parties by myself. That was not fun at all. It was work. So for me, it's kind of like, I don't know, we're going to do this together. This is going to be fun. What are we doing? I don't know. Well, so yeah, be a little pushy, you know, but be excited. That's going to be your biggest thing is excitement. You don't have to know exactly what you're doing. We'll figure it out together. I didn't know what I was doing when I started. My sponsor had no clue what she was doing. And then her sponsor, who's the one that did my party, we had no clue. But we're going to figure it out together. And we did. So it's a matter of like, again, getting people on your team, teaching them to go get their 4 loyal customers because again, that benefits them, right? It gives them a paycheck it gets them their $120 in free product, but then it gets you your $100 Fast Start bonus. Okay? This is what I also say about Fast Start bonuses. If I'm looking to get my Fast Start bonus, and I was going to say this and I totally got sidetracked, and Sarah has, she doesn't have any. What I might do, if I was to sign a loyal customer, I'm going to call Sarah and I'm like, I'll make you a deal. You go get a loyal customer by midnight tonight, and I'll match you. She has no idea that I have a loyal customer place under her. But guess what? I'm going to at least try to get her to work before I just go and hand it to her.
That actually happened to me, so.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like,
I started slow.
but do you see what I'm saying? I'm gonna at least challenge her to go do it. I'm not gonna just be like, oh, here you go, dirt. Like, I'm not gonna I don't want to give it away for free, but I'll match you if you're gonna do some work. Now I've done that, and she didn't do it, and I still placed it because guess what? I wanted my $100 bonus. So that's an option. Keep it in mind. When it comes to say you're looking at promoting to presidential, you are your own president, executive, and you signed your best friend, okay, Sally, and then because everyone has a best friend named Sally. I always put like old lady names. It's so weird. You have Sally, and then you have Jennifer, okay, and Sally. Man, she's rocking. She went and got her 4 loyal customers, okay? And she ran her auto shipment, and she's at 400 GV. She's considered a qualified lay. Qualified lay. QL, qualified lay. But then I have Jennifer, who has 350 GV. So this is what I'm going to do, because I freaking want to go executive. Like, I am promoting this month. Jennifer, what's going on, girl? How's it going? Guess what? Did you know that you're at 350 GV? You are almost a qualified leg. Like, I would totally make a big deal about qualified leg. Which is also why we have our 400 clubs. Some people have 400 clubs.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're going to be part of the 400 club. You're going to get the charm, whatever you guys give your teams, whatever.
You don't give anything, you're just part of the 400.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh, you get a bracelet, sorry. You get a bracelet.
You get a bracelet. Woo! So, but you want to make a big deal about it. And you go, did you know that's like 1 box of wraps? You've got to go sign a loyal customer like right now. Because again, I am actually going to push her to go do her work. But if she doesn't, what I would do is I'd buy a box of wraps. Or, even better, I would go sign a loyal customer because I want that volume for 3 months. I'm going to sign a loyal customer, I'm going to move it to her, and when the volume updates, she's actually going to be at 404. Because I added 54 to her volume, get it? And boom, upgrade, and then now I've actually promoted to executive. Get it? Okay, looking at the Ruby chart. You guys have it in front of you. What you're going to do on your Ruby chart is the exact same thing we just did. But you're going to add another person to your top line. I always say start at executive, then Ruby. Okay? Same thing. So say I still have Jennifer, and now I still have Sue, and Sue, like I said, she's on fire. Sally. Well, I'm going to have Sue too. Okay. Now I have Sally. She's the one that's rocking. And she actually did exactly what I just did. She's got 2 people under her, and she's an executive. She ran her auto shipment, because that's how you promote. You have to run your auto shipment, because it's the law. So she actually is now an executive, and I have a distributor that has, she's qualified, because honestly, when Sally has 2 distributors who are 400, what's her GV? 800. See how it rolls up? So she's automatically a qualified leg. And then again, Jennifer's a qualified leg, and I'm still sitting at executive, and I have an executive under me. That means, hot dang it, I better get to Ruby. And all I need is 1 more distributor. So now I call Sally. Hey! Or no, I call Sue. Sorry, I'm Sally. So I'm gonna call her. All right, I'm gonna join my team. We're having this awesome like BOGO kit thing, blah blah blah. So now she joins my team. Okay. And then she's going to do the same thing. We're going to set up our auto shipment for her, ADVV. We're going to tell her to go get 4 loyal customers. She's going to go be a rock star. She's going to go get 5. And then now I'm a Ruby. Hallelujah. Now, in order to maintain Ruby, which is new this year, you never used to be able to maintain Ruby. Like, I remember going Ruby, and I got my thing, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a Ruby! And then she's like, yeah, you have to do it again next month. And I was like, freaking, are you serious? Like, come on. But now you can actually maintain Ruby with volume. 4,000 group volume. So again, that's everything under this person, everything under this person, and everything under this person. Okay? Here is where people get lopsided and they don't maintain. 50% of what it is to maintain, so for Ruby, that's 2,000. You cannot have, the qualified number, the 4,000, all coming from Sally. Okay? You have to have 2,000, 50%, coming from somewhere else. Okay? You can have 8,000 coming from Sally. I don't care what her volume is, as long as you have 2,000 coming from somewhere else. Now for Emerald, the total is 8,000. You have to have 4,000 coming from somewhere else. Okay? And then it goes up, and then but that's where you can actually start to maintain. Yes.
So, go Ruby this month, next month, it doesn't matter if everybody has 400, they just have to be at 4,000.
Exactly.
So you have to be at 4,000, even if everybody's still at 400?
No. So you can do either or.
Okay.
Yeah. Now say it's diamond. Okay? Say I'm looking at this this diamond chart. Do you guys see it? Okay. She's like, why? I can say no. Diamond has to have an emerald, a ruby, and then 3 more distributors that are all qualified legs. This is pretty cool though. Now, for me to go diamond the very first time, I need to have an emerald. But this person is already an emerald. Like, I look down and I'm like, sweet, they're already an emerald. I don't have to have 400 or, 400, 400. They could actually have gone emerald a long time ago, and they're maintaining it with volume. I just have to have a ruby and 3 more qualified legs. Okay? So for me to go diamond for the first time, it doesn't have to be 400, 400, 400, 400, 400. I just need a ruby, but that's how you get it, right? And I need an emerald. Now this is also very, very cool. Say I signed up, this is my Jennifer, okay? But this person right here in the executive box is actually a ruby.
Jennifer's not.
Jennifer's not a ruby. Doesn't matter, I'm still gonna promote. It doesn't have to be the person on your very top line, okay? It just has to be someone from this leg. Now, I cannot have Jennifer, and Jennifer has a ruby here, and Jennifer has an emerald here. That does not make me a diamond. They have to be separate. Separate legs. Got it? But it can be anyone in that leg. I don't care if they're 50 levels down. The computer will automatically recognize that you have an emerald in that leg 50 levels down. Got it? Now, when it comes to placing, yeah, she had some big aha moments today when I looked at her. Okay. Charting's my thing. I can chart in my sleep. I can do it with my eyes closed. I love it. Okay. When it comes to charting, this is where we get strategic. I am not, if I'm trying to go diamond, and I have, my emerald is good, I have 400, 400, I have these 3 qualified legs, but all I need is a ruby, and all the ruby needs in order to actually promote is she needs a qualified leg right here, and I sign up with my cousin. Where am I going to put my cousin? Am I going to put it under this person? No, that doesn't make any sense. And this is what I say, it's nothing personal. There will come a time where I may need to help you. But right now, I gotta be strategic because it's all about what? Making money and leaving a legacy for your family. And in order for me to get to Diamond, I might have to place here. I'm not gonna automatically place here. I'm going to actually work with my distributors and encourage them to do it themselves, okay? I will never just go, oh, here you go. Like, I'm gonna go, you are so close to Ruby. Do you know that you just need one distributor, like your executive, and I've even gone out and messaged the Ruby and the executive. For me to go presidential, I messaged this team. It was a Ruby and the executive person, and what I said was, do you guys have any idea? It was a group message, and I go, you guys are so close to promoting. All you need is, you need Brandon to have 400, and he's at 250. So we're gonna have to find some loyal customers that have this amount of volume. And then I even went as far as breaking down exactly what they needed. Did you know that's a box of wraps or things of defining gel and greens? Because sometimes you just have to tell them what product they have. I'm not even kidding you. I had a girl on my team who was gonna go Emerald. She was actually a thing of greens away from going Emerald. And she had no freaking idea. Greens. And we were like, dude, you're like greens away. You're like greens. Or just, oh my God, order some greens. You know? But she had no idea. And I think that we also assume all the time that everybody knows what they need or what's going on in their organization, and we don't. That was the wrong assumption. It's okay to reach out to someone when you are going for a promotion. Work with your team. Again, we're better together. You've got to work together. We're independent distributors, but we're very dependent on each other. Okay? I really, truly believe that. So you need to actually work with your team. Say, hey, so-and-so, I'm so excited for you guys because you guys are going to promote this month. Tell them what they're going to do. Yeah, you are going double. Ah, I'm so excited. Did you know that all you need is this, this, or this? And you could be like, oh, really? I met with a girl on my team once. I had her charted out for Diamond. She thought she was only charted for Ruby. I go, you've got to look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture. It's not just this. Like, did you know that this was going on? She had no idea. No idea.
I'm that girl.
You've got to do it. Now, this is my tricks for charting. And this is my actual Diamond sheet. Pretty. I should probably like laminate it, so it's gonna totally get ruined. But what I did was I had written down everyone's names, okay? So I had everyone's names in the box that I was working with, and then I would go into my eSuite and I would check what their GV was, because it's GV that's gonna get me to promote. So I would check their GV and then I would write it on their thing. So you can see I wrote in pencil, but I also have a lot of whiteout. So I would write down the volume number, like this one right here is Jean, she had 133, but this person actually had another distributor, so I put Gloria had 206. So if I was gonna have to place an order, who would I place it with?
The one with the higher.
The one with the higher number. So when I went presidential, I didn't shower for 3 days. I tell them that all the time, I'm like, it's no joke. What I did was I went through and I wrote down orders. I literally went into the eSuite and I would put an order together so I could see exactly how much volume it was. And then I would go, nope, there's got to be a product that's going to get me closer to 400. Because if I'm spending any money out of my pocket, you better believe that I'm not going to spend more than I have to. So I would go in and I would go, okay, this is this much volume, plus this, plus this, plus this. Perfect. And you'll see right here, I got it down to 40108. But if it was 410, their volume would be, you know, whatever. I'm just like, I'm not placing, no way. There's got to be stuff there. But be smart. You got to be smart with your business. If you're in the money, you're in the business to make money, not just output money. That's not. I don't want you to do that. We're a get out of debt company. That's our motto. Get out of debt. Don't go into debt. Get out of debt. So be smart with it. So when you're looking at your volumes, I love you, Aunt Jane, but I can't give you a distributor today. You know what I mean? Because I'm working with this team. Now, this is how I went presidential. I had 4 people on my top line. I had 2 separate double diamonds. They were already double diamonds. Okay? And I text one of them and I go, how's it looking? Because I know that for me to go triple, I was a double diamond at the time. For me to go triple, I needed one of them to be a triple diamond, and then I needed 2 other diamonds. Right? I needed a double and 2 diamonds. Yeah, whatever. Okay. This is what I did. She's like, nope, it's not happening this month. I go, shoot. So I go over to my other double. I go, hey, no pressure. It's all you, buddy. And she's like, whew, okay. She's my new best friend. Come on, let's do it. I mean, we were already friends. Then I'm looking, because I had trained myself on charting to look deeper. Let's go bigger. Because if this person is a double, and this person is going triple, that means I need, and this is going on in between? Oh my gosh. That's closer to presidential. Why don't I just do that? I almost puked. I'm like, I look at my husband and I go, oh my God. I'm like, I'm gonna go presidential. So I had my sister-in-law in Phoenix. She was gonna go diamond, and then I had my husband, and he was gonna go diamond. Now, for me, it made sense. I could have spent all my time working on my sister-in-law, which would have at least gotten me to triple. But if she's already working, why am I gonna mess with that? So I focused on my husband, and I got him to diamond, and then she went diamond, and then she didn't go diamond. He went diamond, and my E-Suite went triple. And then 20 minutes later, went presidential. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. So you've got to, when you're looking at charting, you've got to, and I was telling Joy this earlier, and I recommend it for all of you. If you have people on your team that are rocking and rolling, you better have a bunch of charts on them. I charted, I'm not even kidding you guys, every single day when I was promoting. Every day. It's hard. But when you can open it up and go, what? I had no idea. Your whole life changes. Changes. And then you know who to contact and who to work with and who's rocking and yeah, let's do this! But you have to be able to, again, understand charting. If you don't understand charting, because it can be really super overwhelming, contact your upline or contact your sponsor. Say, hey, I really want to understand charting better, so can we sit down and can you do it with me? And if they don't understand charting, ask for somebody else. You have to ask for help. Don't assume that you can just figure it out on your own. But it's all about charting. That's why we have them. And this is why I love this company, okay? Now, they don't teach placement. They don't encourage placement, but they allow it. I remember how I'd get on stage and Pam would be like, wow, presidential in 6 months, how'd you do it? It was all because of my team. No, totally placed. You know, you see people that are literally going super fast, they're really climbing, and you're going, how'd they do it? They place. Okay? When I say that people spend money to promote, I will tell you, they could be double-edged, okay? I'm never going to tell you to order a bunch of stuff in order to promote if you're going to lose it all, okay? If you're going to place money to promote and you're not going to stay that promotion next month, why are you wasting your money? That's not smart business. Be a smart business owner. Now, if you can place it and you're going to promote because you're strong, and you're going to stay that level, which means you're going to get paid more money, it might be worth it. But don't put money into it if you're not going to get it back. Okay? Don't put $400 to go freaking Ruby. Like, I mean, chances are your Ruby check, I mean, your executive check is gonna be okay. Like, does that make sense? So, just again, always look at how it's gonna benefit you. Does it make sense for my business? What does my sponsor think? Like, you know, get with someone, and honestly, get with a sideline sister. Those are the best, because guess what? They are not vested in your business. They will tell you exactly what's going on. But you get someone else, they're just like, oh, huh, you should place there because I get more money on that spot. But if you place down there, I'm not gonna get very much money. Does that make sense? But a sideline person is gonna go, yeah, this makes sense for your business. Okay? All right, questions about charting?
On the eSuite, do they actually put it in a chart for you?
I'm
Is there a
old
way to
school.
like kind of
Yes,
see?
there is, and I'm old school. I'm a paper girl.
Yeah.
I don't like the eSuite charting, but yes, it does chart for you, but you have to literally input it. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I'm a paper person. Again, I would rather sit down. You know, when I was in presidential, I was sitting on the couch with level sheets all over. And my sister, when she went diamond, I had 5 different level sheets on her, all for diamond, because they were all, this is a level sheet.
Oh, a chart.
My chart, yeah, it's a level sheet, yeah. My chart. I have 5 different scenarios. Oh, it could be this person, because this person under this person could be the ruby, but this person also has ruby structure, or it could be, well, actually, since she has a ruby, she's almost an emerald, or this person's the emerald. Well, what if this person was a ruby and this was the emerald? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then I would do the math on it all, and I would go, well, it's going to be cheaper if this person was the emerald and this person was the ruby, or this is closer in volume, or this has all the distributors, but this one's lacking 2 distributors. But say it's lacking 2 distributors, but all the rest of the volume's there. Well, that's only 800, but this one's actually missing a lot of volume, but all the structure's there. Get it?
Yeah.
So you've got to be able to look at all your different scenarios.
You're not gonna use all your people. And you, like, if you're trying to go like really high, like you would presidential, you
Right.
probably had people that weren't in your spots. That you
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing too, is like, you know, I could have like people over here, but again, it makes more sense when for this part of the team. You know what I mean? Like this is closer than this person. So no, you're not always going to use every single person.
You still make money from
Right.
it, right? If they're not in
Yeah.
your charts. Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. But then again, depending on where it's in your organization, because as a Ruby, you get paid 4 levels. But if I have a team that has 12 levels, I'm only going to get paid on 4 of them. So when you have a check that is like, you know, way below average, probably because all of that volume, that your group volume is, could be coming from those levels that you don't get paid on. Get it?
Yeah.
Can we also talk about if somebody places under you, if you're responsible, you don't really want people to build you. Talk about
Yeah, and exactly. You don't want people to build you. Because what happens when people do build you, you don't get paid that 5% enroller bonus.
So you don't make average income.
You're not making average income. So yeah, exactly. So if you see a team that kind of falls apart, chances are it's because their checks weren't where they were supposed to be. You know, I mean, and here's the truth of it all, you guys, and I'll get real. You see a lot of leaders leave. It happens. People move on for whatever reason. But just know that if you were making average income, why are you gonna leave? Okay. So we never know. They couldn't, maybe they're not maintaining. You know what I mean? My sponsor was a triple when she left, but she was not maintaining triple. Okay? It's just a matter of like, of how it breaks down. I mean, you know? Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
When you refer to the end of the month, do you mean the 25th or the 30th?
The cutoff for the month of like for corporate, so that would be like 11:59 Central Time on the 30th, 31st, whatever. Here's my tip though on when it comes to that stuff. Since all the auto shipments run on the 25th, try to have everything done by the 25th, because I can't even tell you how many times the system has freaking crashed. And you're just like, I can't get on, everybody's trying to get on, they're all trying to place orders, and then the system crashes, and then ugh. So do all of everything that you possibly can during the month. And you can actually predict you can predict for the end of the month. So you can go in, and this is what I used to do on my charts too, is I would actually go in and go, okay, so if that person's gonna be a good executive, who do they have that their auto shipments haven't run yet? Because I wanna predict what their volume's gonna be. So I would actually write the date down. I would write, Jan, the 23rd. And then on the 23rd, I would go in and see that it had actually ran, and then I would update my numbers. I mean, I updated my numbers every day. But again, you can actually predict it, as long as they don't cancel.
Does it matter specifically what the auto shipment date is for a local customer? I mean, I know for a distributor, it should be before the 25th, but does it matter?
Whatever works for them.
Yeah, but they can't run it.
Yeah, they all run, yeah. I mean, they're all gonna run by the 25th.
No.
So, but it's, it's whatever works for them. Like, I'm not gonna say, you have to have your payment go out on the first, because maybe they don't get paid then. So.
And I know it's like they can pick their date, but say you get a little customer on like the 28th or whatever, does that play into that same month or like the next, if I go for the next
Yes,
month?
it actually goes towards that current month.
Okay.
So at the end of the month, say if you're trying to promote and it's the 30th, and we have until 11:59, right?
Yeah.
Whatever time. I think it's, what time is it for us? Yeah.
9:59.
9:59.
So
So
you
for
only have
us.
till 7:59 to click to put people on by ticket.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So you need to, so that's what I'm saying. Try to get it all done by the 25th. So, but if you are trying to promote to executive and you need to get that distributor, that loyal customer in, you can absolutely put it in, and then when the system updates, because it updates every, I don't even know how many minutes or 20 minutes, whatever. I'm telling you, it didn't update for like days and hours when I first started, but that volume will count towards that month. Okay? Okay.
I don't know that everybody in this room knows where to look in their suite to chart.
Oh, yes. So for charting, to see your downline activity and everything, go under reports. Everything is under reports. And this is what I say, go in there, just play. Click it open, see what it has. I mean, honestly, I go in there, I go, where do I find that at? And I'm like, nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. So there's so many options and different reports that you can run, and I am not a report running queen, like by any means, but for charting, it's fine. I go to TreeView, and TreeView will actually drop down like, so you want to click on it, like loyal customer, if you want to be doing the volumes and predicting whose auto shipments are running and what the volumes are going to be. And then by TreeView, if there's like an arrow next to their name, that means that they actually have people in their downline. Now, if you, say you don't click on that loyal, like show me loyal customers, if you don't click that little box and the arrow and there's still an arrow, and you click it, and then their should pop up. If there's nobody there, that means it's loyal customers, there's no distributors. Does that make sense? But if you go back and then click it and then open their arrow box or whatever, you'll see all their people will pop up.
Can I say something? I know I don't know a whole lot about charting, but I know that much. There is a video that's only 11 minutes long, and it tells you the basics of that.
Yeah.
And it's Ashley Hughes. The writing of her name is in your packet on some of the leaders I told you to go follow. I trained my whole team off of Ashley Hughes. She has distributor training day 1 through 4. On the first 2 videos, she gets into what Trish is talking about. And she physically shows you the screen and clicks on TreeViewer and opens up a whole makeshift downline. So if that helps your brain better for the video.
And that's where I do my charting at.
Yeah.
So when I'm charting someone, I'll pull them up and I'll go, all right, what do they have? And I'll click the box and I'll be like, and I'll go, okay, well, what do they have? Sometimes it's super confusing and I'm like, oh gosh, that's too many. Back out, like, let's close some people and then we'll reopen them up just for charting reasons. But again, you can, just get in there and play. That's all I have to say. Don't be afraid of it. Get in there, just kind of dink around. Again, check out what all those reports do. But don't be afraid to just start charting. And again, if it's confusing, please, please, please check with your upline, because trust me, they want you to be a ruby. They want you to be a diamond, right? Okay. So that is just a little bit on charting. Make sure that you're staying connected too.